had to do was weave the cord around the frame, but it fell and my basket is ruined.
Okay, so you're not that great at making baskets. I bet you're good at something else. Guess what? You're listening to the one and only Keys for Kids. I'm Zach. I used to get frustrated because I was never that good at basketball. I'm just not super coordinated. Even though I could run fast, I didn't dribble the ball very well. And that's when my basketball coach suggested that I try out for track. And guess what? I was pretty good at track. Not everyone is good at the same things. God has made each of us different, and that means we have different talents too. Romans 12:6 says this, "We have different gifts according to the grace given to each of us." Our story today is called The Better Basket. Aubrey picked up her basket, or what was intended to be a basket, she thought glumly, from the craft table on her way out. She just finished her morning classes at her weekly homeschool co-op. Now she and the other families in the group would gather at a nearby park for lunch and playtime. Aubrey looked forward to this day each week. But today felt different. As Aubrey met her stepmother at their car, she sighed sadly. "What's up, honey?" Gina asked as Aubrey tossed her backpack in the trunk. "Just look at my basket," Aubrey said, holding up the item she'd labored over during crafts class that day. "All I had to do was weave the cord in and out of the frame. That's all I needed to do to create a basket, which I was planning to give Grammy for her birthday. But I couldn't make the cord stay in place. Look, Gina." Aubrey's stepmom gently took Aubrey's creation in her hands and examined the cord that had slipped down to the bottom of the basket, leaving a bare, empty frame with a sloppy mess wrapped around the bottom. "Wait till you see Claire's. It's perfect. She's better at everything than I am." Aubrey and Gina climbed into the car and headed toward the park. "Aubrey, I know you're disappointed about your craft, but it's not true that Claire's better at everything. God has given everyone different abilities, and because you've trusted in Jesus and are God's child, you can use those gifts to build others up and point them to Him. You're better at some skills, even if you haven't discovered them yet." After parking the car, Aubrey and Gina grabbed their lunch bags and walked toward the picnic benches at the park. "I might not be good at crafts, but I'm good at other things. Is that what you mean?" Aubrey asked. "Exactly," Gina answered. "And I wouldn't give up on crafts yet either. Sometimes finding our talent requires a lot of learning and effort. Keep learning what you can in your classes and trust God to help you develop the gifts He's given you." "So even if I can't make art, I'm still God's work of art," Aubrey concluded. Then she plopped down at the picnic table beside her artistic friend, Claire. Well, how about you? Do you ever compare yourself to others and wonder why you don't measure up? God made us each uniquely with different gifts, and He also gives each of us spiritual gifts when we trust Jesus for forgiveness and begin a relationship with Him. As you grow in your relationship with God, you'll discover more about the ways He's created you and more about how you can use those gifts to help others and point them to Jesus. Our key verse is Romans 12:6.
We have different gifts according to the grace given to each of us.
And our key thought today, God created us with special gifts. Summer is just around the corner. Stay connected to God's Word all summer long with the Word with Zach summer reading program. Each day you'll read a Keys for Kids story and the Bible verses, then check off that day's progress on your calendar. When you read all through June, July, and August, you'll have a chance to win some amazing prizes each month, and if you complete all 3 months, you'll be entered to win the grand prize. It starts on June 1st, so register your name at wordwithzach.org. I'm Zach with Keys for Kids.